When we think about witchcraft, spiritual attack, we don't think about the people closest to us. The first place we tend to look is we had an argument with someone, and it could be this person, or we was in a relationship with someone, it could be that person. We always seem to look outside of us without trying to look around us, the people that has full access to us, the people that knows more about us. We bypass that, and we automatically our attention goes to people we probably have a disagreement, or and sometimes 50%, yeah, it can be someone outside, but there's a good percentage, like a good, I would say 75% sometimes of the time, it's always a family member, a member of that family, a person that's close to you, a person that's like a family, a person that really knows more about you or your bloodline or the family you came from. So it's always the family, and that is the last person that we investigate, the last person that our mind goes to think about is family. And a lot of us, including myself, we suffer more. We suffer more when we never take a look at the family, when we bypass the family. We had an argument with someone, we think it's them, and we so focus on them that the person that is closest to us, that's right next to us, or sometimes we even complain or what's going on in our lives, and not knowing we are talking to the enemy. You are talking to your enemy. When we go through things in life, especially hardship that we go through, we experience, we always pick up the phone and contact a parent or a sibling or family member and explaining our situation to. And majority of the time, it can be that person. It could be that person that we find confident in and confide in to explain the situation. And the longer the witchcraft effect lasts, the better for that individual. So if you're experiencing some type of witchcraft or some type of situation for many times, for a very, very long time in your life, 99% of the time it's coming from a family. Because it's better when it's come from a family, because that family has access to you, one, and two, that family member knows exactly what's taking place in your life. Meaning, if the effect of the witchcraft is taking place in your life, that family member would know. So that family member has an eye on you the whole time, and you never realize that. And that's why I always tell people, whenever you experiencing witchcraft, and I ask you how long you've been experiencing this, for a long time, okay, investigate that family. There is someone you are confiding in that family. There is someone you explaining what goes on in everything in your life, and their main goal is to not help you or even extend a level of help to you, but to basically make sure either to report back to someone else, like the main person that's in charge of it, or it could just be them to know everything is working out, everything is is taking part of your life. See, my case, how I found out it was different people, different family members, and outside people too, it's by communication. See, the thing is that when you find out it's a family or anyone, you don't expose it. You don't want to expose it prematurely, because if you expose it prematurely, then it can affect you in a way. I was smart enough to make sure my assumption was right. while I do my investigation, I keep the same composure that I always kept. I kept the same people around that I always kept. I sometimes fabricate situations in my life that was not taking place for real. And when I speak to that particular person, because I know that particular person, this is what they want to hear. Because they want to make sure the attack is taking place. So you gotta identify your attacker. And when you identify your attacker, you gotta play the role, even if you don't let your emotions take over and cut the person off completely. No, you make sure you keep the same composure, you keep the same attitude, the same storyline they've been feeding you, that you've been in. The same illusion, to make sure while you are going through your healing.